think the last time round I casted a Virtus.pro game, it was actually Taz who was lobbing the smoke over from around the well area going towards Arch to smoke the bottom of Banana. But in this case, we've got Virtus.pro. There we go. There is actually the first kill from Neo. It will get quickly returned, but what Navi don't know is that Virtus.pro stacked 3 on this bomb site, and they have no idea where Snats is. They do now. Pasha, double with the P2000. Great start to this pistol round, and Zeus now quite literally surrounded.
That was perfect. And that was all planned out. They wanted Neo to die there to bait them into that setup, and Neo even got a frag from it. And of course, Snacks is there with the silenced USP. It's all planned out. So smart by Virtus.pro. Completely baited Navi into their play, and they are going to be rewarded with a nice economy to kick things off. We will see 4 SMGs from them. So yeah, 3 MP9s even as well. So hopefully for Navi, they're able to get some damage done here, because these SMGs, they really rack up the cash, and that's exactly what the CTs need.
Spot on. And Pasha has invested in the FAMAS. He, most of the time, plays Arch by himself. And playing Arch by himself is currently what he's doing. We've got 2 players just juggling between Arch and Apps. But it does seem like Navi may very well have their hearts set on the larger bomb site, but it's still early days. They still have plenty of time to change their mind, pick up the bomb, and as we know, they like to leave their executions late. And they're probably going to be trying to sniff around for an entry right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many ways to handle this kind of a round for Virtus.pro, and so far they are playing a little bit forward, so they can get some good connections on the mid-ranges with their SMGs, but it's also very dangerous. We're seeing that Tech 9 armor at the close mid-ranges it's really devastating. So the only thing that Virtus.pro have going for them right now is that there's no nades on Navi to really flash them away or anything like that. So it's always going to be a little bit troublesome, but they should be okay here. We'll have to see if they can get the safe defense. There's the very well-timed grenade from Pasha. That's going to mess things up massively for Navi. 3 kills, in fact, from Pasha. Very nicely done by him. Can Edward and Cease pick up anything here?
Yeah, that was really well done from Pasha, because let's not forget that the opponents had armor and a helmet as well. And Edward now 1 versus 5, he has been spotted, and well, Virtus.pro ain't going to gift him a kill. And Navi now, they invested heavily into that round, trying to win the second round. Money is very tight, they've got to eco.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting now to see how much money Virtus.pro can build here. I think we saw earlier in the first semi-final, it was... which I think it was Titan that were very cognizant that, I think on the CT side there, but they were very cognizant that, well, actually that means that they could let the time run out. But yeah, it's really rough, because you're going to give so much money to the CTs now because they got all these SMGs. It's almost better if Pasha doesn't try to get any frags here and just lets the MP9s do work. $600 per kill is really important here for the CTs. So Virtus.pro, it's just really a rough situation, to be honest, to start off Inferno. Already just toying with Bialy there, but no nades. No, they don't even have like a single P250, the cheapest decent option on a pistol to go for. All Glocks, no nades, no Kevlar, there's nothing at all. What can you expect from a round like this for Navi? It's going to be a miracle if they even get 1 kill here, to be honest.
Yeah, I was surprised that Guardian actually invested in armor in the last round as well.
Zeus is playing the bells.
They could very well actually be talking things out here, which is why they're running down the clock. But yeah, last round, Guardian bought armor along with his pistol, which might suggest that he's not looking to save up for the AWP like he did on Train. But here we go. Snaps, you said how much money you get with these MP9s, and you know what? They're going to be rolling in the cash after that Molotov kill as well. 3-0 Virtus.pro.
Look at the money. They're all on like 6 to 7K. That's actually pretty good for the 4th round. So they're going to be very, very happy with that. And they're even going to stick on a couple of the SMGs. So they're going to play incredibly cost efficiently. They're really playing into the future here. Now, this is actually a bit of a risk for Virtus.pro. Of course, they could have actually gone for a full buy. And, they have discarded most of them. But Neo's still going to be on the MP9. So yeah, they are going to use a lot of that cash. Very smart by them. Got Snacks pushing down aggressively. He will get found there, and Neo's going to be covering, but only with an MP9. And he's going to get eliminated by Zeus. So massive opportunity now found by NaVi.
Yeah, great play from the NaVi leader, and that is going to leave the B bomb site empty, but the reinforcements in Taz and Pasha have come in, and now that means only 1 pole is on the A bomb site. One of the reinforcements in Taz down, hits the floor, and Pasha, they know he's here. Flash goes out, and they're just gonna try and see if they can bait him out. But Pasha, he's done so well so far with that FAMAS, just holding off this push. But surely now the bomb will go down, and Pasha and Bialy left to try and retake this bomb site.
They even have a couple grenades as well, and we're guarding very low. If they can push in before the flank comes in from Edward, but in fact, Viali's actually going to take down Edward, and he didn't take any damage there. How on earth is this a 2-on-2 at the moment? Really nicely done by Pasha and Viali. And the time is with him as well. Oh, the spray down from Pasha! What a hero he is for his team, and he's going to secure that round, take it away from NaVi. Unbelievable stuff, really.
Well, that was all Pasha. He did so well at coils. Not only did he get a frag, he put the flash down and he ran down the clock as well. In theory, that should have been a NaVi round. Viali had no idea Edward was flanking from behind, and that was really, really, really unlike Edward. He gets that kill onto Viali. It's suddenly 3 versus 1, and Pasha and co. Oh my god, Edward. But anyways, NaVi now forced back down onto pistols. Let's see whether they can finally get their first round on the board. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, no Kevlar at all, so pretty easy pickings here for Virtus.pro on the defense. And Pasha is pretty close there on middle as well. So they have a lot of information. This is only stepping on mid. Virtus.pro are all over this, so they've got lots of advantages to play with. What NaVi really need right now is to find a way to get like a couple frags. They need to keep Virtus.pro honest with the economy. They really do, because I mean, well, last round they did a pretty decent amount of damage, but they could compound that. They could even make it worse for Virtus.pro, and then into their next buy, if they do manage to win that, Virtus.pro could be very soon onto an eco, and they can steal away economic control from the CTs, and that's half the battle when you're playing your T half on Inferno. Gives you so many more options, and it plays to NaVi's style, because they can delay longer, and they get away all the nades of Virtus.pro if they've got a limited amount, but right now they've got everything they want to play with.
Zeus, only one smoke, and that most likely is going to land towards CT spawn. But again, you expect Virtus.pro or the Virtus.plow to mow down these incoming CIS players, and that's most certainly what's happening. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for Virtus.pro. He's going for the knife yet again, and Pasha gets it with the karambit. 5-0. Oh my god, that just adds insult to injury. And Pasha, I think he's having the game of his life right now.
Look at the money on this guy. That's so important to actually get knife kills like that. I mean, extra 1,500 bucks in the bank, that's pretty crucial, to be honest. Every little bit helps, especially when you're playing against NaVi. But Guardians on the AWP. Now this is where things could get interesting for NaVi, if you can get some picks going for them. That's a great nade, though. That finds its way straight into Guardian. Does a lot of damage, down to 57 HP. Looking for that quick pick there. Oh, misses the flick shot there onto Pasha. Pasha will get out of dodge for the moment, and he knows now that the AWP is there, and they're trying to work their way up very quickly onto that mid control, but it's not happening just yet. Great shot by Edward, though, and Trey's coming in. All of a sudden, NaVi have mid.
Great play from Edward, single-handedly opening up this A bomb site, but Taz with other ideas. Garden says, you're going to take out Edward, I'm going to drop you too. 4 versus 2 now. Neo, he's got this AWP, only 1 HP, and you know what? Fair enough. Fall back Virtus.pro, save your weapons, you've started the game off strong, you've still got money to work with, and it's not going to be the end of the world if they give away this round.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it'd be really helpful for NaVi if they could hunt them down, but again, their money's not in the best place ever, but if they can invest like a couple players and, of course, not lose their own AWP, I think that's absolutely fine if they can make the positions work for that. Of course, Neo being so low, that's not something they know exactly, but still. So, yeah, good start for Virtus.pro. NaVi bringing it back with a very fast mid play, and that's also quite uncharacteristic of NaVi. You don't actually expect them to push very rapidly up middle, and you could honestly see that Virtus.pro were a little bit out of position, and they got caught there. They didn't actually have a solid setup because, you know, players were moving around. Guardian got the quick shot onto Pasha, then Pasha's moving around, and they just didn't expect the pace. So now NaVi, are they going to go with the similar play, or are they going to slow things down? I think we'll probably see a much slower round from them, just letting Guardian work that up. And but Pasha's picked one up now as well, so we'll have to see if he gets frisky with that.
He's taking it over towards the A-bomb site, and he's playing quad, so that could very well be a boost coming in, and there is the banana control. Guardian, however, this is the thing, so many teams and players have used this boost that, especially on the CT side, they've come to expect it, but despite that, Zeus with the opening frag, the entry frag onto Banana, and now Neo, in theory, is the last line of defense here towards the B-bomb site.
Yeah, you can see he wanted to get the trade there to try to even things up, but he's like, okay, this is really risky. As you say, he's like the last man there. He can't die. He just absolutely cannot die. He's even fallen all the way back to the bomb site. So Virtus.pro, they've got to go with a bit of a gamble here, and it's still towards A, and the flashes will come in, so they have the players in place. This could still go quite well for Virtus.pro if Pasha's able to connect some of these shots. But they are going to isolate the player on pit, Viali. Not going to have much support if they push quad. And Pasha lies in wait.
Flash in hand. He's going to let it pop as well. And this is good old-fashioned Zeus, good old-fashioned NaVi, but so far it's not functioning. Pasha gets the frag. Great smart play from the man with the biceps. Gets the frag, pulls back with that AWP, changes position as well. And now Guardian and Edward, there's so many defensive smokes here coming out from Virtus.pro, like we saw on Train. And when they leave it this long, NaVi, they just can't go back. They've got to act fast.
Yeah, 15 seconds on the clock, as you mentioned. And they need to get it going right here. Pasha in from the back, moves in with the pistol. Great stuff there from Pasha.
4-man.
And that defensive frag to kick things off. His reactions are just lightning fast. 6-1 now, Virtus.pro, as they stomp all over NaVi in that one.
Well, that was the significance of it. He got that initial frag on Arch, fell back, and he disappeared for a minute. And then he reappeared. NaVi, they forgot completely about him, and he got them from behind. Orb kill, then the P250 frag. NaVi getting caught out, and the truth was, I don't even think they'd have had enough time to plant the bomb. They left it so late. And this is exactly what Virtus.pro are good at doing. They wait late, they'll put the smokes down, Molotovs down, just to slow down the incoming NaVi terrorists. And, well, NaVi, the round where we saw them up the tempo was where they had most of their success. So they could change it round here.
Got 2 players towards Arch here, Virtus.pro Taz as well. So let's see if they can move forward as NaVi. They've actually managed to lose Guardian along the way, Edward along the way, sorry, as Pasha repositions back into pit. He's showing himself all over the place. He initially showed himself towards Archway, but he's smart in that reposition. They won't necessarily expect him to be over by that pit just yet. But NaVi, they actually have a lot of time for NaVi to play with. 50 seconds, they can still double back if they want, but they don't have any vision on Banana, so that's going to make it really hard. It's starting to get really awkward for them as they drop Flamey as well. Now, what do? Got to make a hard call here, and they're losing men. They're trying to create opportunities, but it's just not happening. One after another, their attempts fail, and they are going to go for the pause. And I don't blame them. Things are getting a little bit desperate here for NaVi.
Yep, it really is, and you have to worry for NaVi. You've got to think, what have they got to change? I think, honestly, for me on the CT side, Pasha has been so great in the sense that he's been so unpredictable. For example, that round, he started off at Arch, and then he changed all the way back down to pit, and he got the frag onto the NaVi player coming around quad. And he's such a great AWPer as well. And if he can continue to sit in those surprise positions and get those frags, the NaVi will keep on dropping, and they don't want Guardian to save this AWP.
Yeah,
they
Guardian
won't let him,
dies.
and the time ran out as well.
Guardian just died after time. He's got
exactly
exactly $0 and just a Glock. So they're in this pause. And they're in a really bad predicament now. Of course, it's 7-1. And let's think about the only round that they actually did win. The only round that they won was a really fast play, kind of like a shock and awe play, basically, up middle. That's the only round that they actually won. When they're actually playing their usual style, which is very slow, Virtus.pro seem incredibly well equipped to deal with it. They seem very, very comfortable in delaying all of their smokes and flashes and staying on default setups, leaving Neo to handle B. If it must be that way, they just leave Neo to do the job there. They have a lot of confidence in Neo to do that. He's very good at being the solo B guy, and also to add insult to injury for them, Virtus.pro, they're not really going for those plays that some teams do. They get a little bit anxious against NaVi. They're like, what's going on? I don't know. Let's throw the flashes over. Let's get some info. Oh, we're dead because NaVi will leave it so late. Virtus.pro, they just hold back. They're confident. Yeah,
they're telling NaVi, come at us, guys. Come at me, bro. Show me what you can do. And personally, I think, like you said, and like I said earlier, NaVi, the one round they had successful, they upped the tempo. We need to see NaVi up the tempo, and most likely, I'd like to see them, obviously, once they actually can afford smokes and AKs and stuff. They know Pasha always starts off by playing on Arch with the AWP. Smoke him off, smoke off pit, and smoke off in front of the truck as well. And then put one person in apps, because I think it's Taz who's always playing in apps. Try and isolate him. You isolate Pasha on Arch. He can't see because of the smoke. He's got to fall back to the library area. And then you push in. Apps guy gets killed, and then you've got the one guy in pit all by himself. Throw a smoke down, plant the bomb, gang up on the guy in pit, and you've got the bomb site. It's easier said than done, but in my opinion, I'd like to see NaVi try and do that, because if they want to try and creep up Banana, it's been very tough for them so far, because they always smoke the bottom of Banana Virtus.pro and push down and take control of it. And like you said at the start of the round, that allows them to rotate the extra man towards the larger bomb site and leave Neo there on his own.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have to go for information plays if they already have it. You can have it like quite late into the round as well. You can keep re-smoking that until like there's like 25 seconds left in the round if you kind of time it out well with like 3 smokes. So yeah, it's really powerful, and that is one thing we haven't seen explored massively for NaVi. They have actually found some picks because, as you say, you know, Virtus.pro do like to push down, so they are contesting Banana, and in a lot of rounds NaVi are kind of saying, oh well, you guys can kind of have it, I guess, we won't push you there, and then they do that mid push, inevitable mid push. They take mid, but then they don't have the double back option because they don't have Banana control earlier in the round. So their options are being restricted very effectively by Virtus.pro.
So let's see what Natus Vincere are going to do here. Only pistols, 3 Rec 9s, and here we go. There's the aggressive pushing from Neo. Did he spot anyone? No. I was imagining someone behind the logs. I thought the logs was a NaVi player, but they stacked the B bomb site with 3 players, and look at how aggressive these 2 players are down Banana, and they've got all this information. They'll be calling now, guys, they're heading towards A, no one's on Banana, unless they sneak through Arch. NaVi ain't gonna touch that B bomb site.
Yeah, it's a really far back setup for NaVi. They are actually completely expecting the fast A push. Of course, the positioning now for NaVi is actually one where they can just go straight up Banana if they want to. They're actually just waiting to see if Virtus.pro will force their hand as well. But in comes just a complete just rain of nades. So many nades up in the sky, all dropping onto the A bomb site. Arch smoked, library smoked, quad smoked, and now they're going to go back towards B with the bomb, and Neo's there lying in wait, and they never checked it, and Neo's going to actually make the call to his team. Virtus.pro have it under control. They know everything they need to know. Rotation comes in. This should be easy. Now the cavalry has arrived in snacks.
Yep, it was a perfect call from Neo. I was worried he was actually going to take them on and potentially leave an open B bomb site, and it's not going to matter. Neo took the right call. He fell back. He said, NaVi, you've got 25 seconds to go. I'm not going to let you kill me. Fell back into dark spot, and Snacks heard the call, quick on the rotation, knew the bomb was there with little time to go, and it was just an easy frag for him up against the NaVi players. And NaVi, this is the problem here on Inferno. They've been forced back down onto the pistols, and it almost just seems like you get a gun round, you lose the gun round, you're back onto pistols. It just seems like a never-ending loop.
Yeah, it's really rough for them actually right now because they don't have an answer to what Virtus.pro are doing. There's just no clear solution at the moment. We'll have to see if they can find it. Maybe with some more Banana play. I mean, it's hard to really say, but I mean, Pasha, he's been hitting his shots, as is evident here. And Neo's been doing so well, playing perfectly and very safely on Banana. And not afraid to take some of those peaks and hit those shots as well. So the despair of NaVi is starting to really be felt. They've already used their timeout also. So it's just a question of the waiting game now for Virtus.pro, and as it often is against NaVi, the waiting game. But the discipline from Virtus.pro is very, very clear.
Ironically, we were expecting NaVi to do better on Inferno than they did on Train, and it seems like Virtus.pro are going to be the champions of Inferno based off of what we've seen so far. Pasha, hat-trick for him, and Taz comes in as well. We'll recycle that AWP, and come on NaVi. You've got these Kalashnikovs, you've got a heck of a load of smokes. Change something round, up the tempo, penetrate more. This isn't the NaVi we're used to seeing.
I think we might see a B play here. They've got a lot of Molotovs. So they'll be very geared up to actually go for a B set play if they wanted to and take Banana away from the CT. So we're going to have that battle here for control, and indeed they're trying to find the solution in the Banana trades. And there is 2 players here. They're going to go straight in right now. Where the trades? There they are. C's going to pick up the kill onto Snacks. That's an open B bomb site. However, NaVi do not have the players in position, but what they can do is force that rotation. So now they're either, at worst, they're in a 3-on-2. But they're going to go straight in, actually. We've got seized up by Paul. Taz going to wrap around, finds him over the smoke. Oh, almost gets seized as well. He's going to turn around, find the frag on the Taz. And they have the bomb site. But the bomb is speeding on over. We've got Guardian holding onto that one as Bialy and Pasha, they haven't seen the bomb actually get planted yet. So they're scratching their heads, not wanting to get caught on the rotation. And it will go down on B.
Yeah, it's important now that Bialy doesn't die and leave Pasha in a 2 versus 1. Because Pasha has a heck of a load of nades to use. Molotovs to even clear out Dark Spot, for example. They utilize on this retake, and he has come in now. He's traded that AWP for this M4, and there we go. Molotov going out. That should force one of the NaVi players, and that player was meant to be Guardian, but wow! Bialy and Pasha burn both of the NaVi players down. And, well, I don't know about you, but I think Virtus.pro are going to be having barbecued NaVi for dinner tonight. That was very well played. And again, it showed the significance of the Molotovs later on in the round as well. You don't, on the CT side, you don't have to waste them at the start of the round. Leave them to the end of the round, not just to prevent rushes, but when you know your opponents have planted, especially on the B bomb site, you can use it to clear out areas.
Heated and potty. Lucky for them, there was no such thing as a Molotov or incendiary in 1.6.
Exactly.
As, those defensive positions at the back are called heat and potty. And well, we got Guardian up on towards banana control. NaVi sprinting forwards now after a quick pick. So they are putting in excellent work. They're forcing that rotation from Virtus.pro to thin out their defense a little bit, and also sacrifice on some information. So that pick does do a lot, and they want to get aggressive, Virtus.pro. They want to take back control, but oh, nailed from behind. Zeus gets both frags, and Virtus.pro speed back onto the rotate just to see what they can get covered here. But this bomb site is well and truly occupied by NaVi. There's no saving this one right now. The best they can really do is to maybe pick up a couple of frags and save these weapons, because NaVi, actually, they're going to be losing 2 players there. 1 player very far forwards and 1 trying to catch rotations. So after those fast frags, now actually Virtus.pro can make a go of this.
Yeah, this is actually doable for them. Seized, it's only got 12 HP, and if you can get that frag, then it would be a 2 versus 2, but unfortunately, that bomb is ticking. Seized is spotted, Seized is terminated. They know where Flamey is, but I just don't think Bayali's going to have enough time here. Or is he? He's not.
He won't have enough time, but they did a significant amount of damage to NaVi, a team that have been not doing so well on a lot of these rounds. They will win this one, but you can see their money is quite low. So the rebuy here is going to be kind of a little bit weaker than they would have liked. So that's actually a very, very expert answer found by Virtus.pro, despite losing the round. And we've got double AWP from them. So where is the AWP going to go? I've got Pasha going towards A. Snacks, I imagine, must be going towards B to begin with his AWP. Yeah, he is on B with that AWP over by the car. So this could be quite unexpected for NaVi.
Talking about AWPs, there is the masterclass AWPer that is Guardian, arguably one of the best AWP players in the world. Heading towards Apps, where he's probably going to peek Graveyard, maybe try and zoom in on Pit as well, get an entry onto this A bomb site. And by the looks of things, NaVi have put the mass majority of their eggs in one basket. In fact, all their eggs in this basket. 2 players in Boiler Room. They're relying on Guardian to perhaps get an entry here, and I'm sure we're going to see the offensive smokes and flashes come round right about now.
This position from Taz is pretty scary, though. They're going to push on through. Trey's coming in. Is absolutely massive there from Virtus.pro. Pasha pulling out a couple frags there. It's all on Guardian. 40 seconds left, though, so he will have plenty of time to punch in those numbers and drop the bomb. And here we go. We got himself in a... Guardian's in a really nice position here with his AWP can fall back into the pit, quite safely so. Now just has to make sure that he can find the one-on-ones. There's the first player spotted, looking for that quick shot. It's really important that he finds it quickly. Gets the shot onto Neo. Where's the second player at? Snacks is lurking with the AWP behind the smoke. Guardian doesn't know where he is just yet. Flash is over. Oh, what a shot there from Guardian. Found that. Lightning fast reactions again. And this is why he's considered so damn good with that AWP. A force to be reckoned with.
Like you said, you hit the nail on the head. When you're in a 2 versus 1 situation like that, you know that your opponents are going to be coming at you from different angles to try and surround you. You need to use whatever cover you can, any smokes you have, to turn the 2v1 battle into 2 1 versus 1 battles. And that was exactly what Guardian did. Used the map, got the frag onto Bayali, who came round quad, and then Snacks. What a headshot coming in onto the bomb site. But despite that, despite the fact that the VP money was low, they have forced this. Taz with only CZ75, no nades to work with, and he's gotten the information now that there was a heck of a load of NaVi players spotted at mid, and Bayali, he could very well capitalize here.
Great position. They weren't expecting that angle, and that is why it works. A surprise factor coming into play, but the trade is real as they take over Arch side, do NaVi. Now the rotation is being forced by Virtus.pro. They're slowly closing on CT. We have Snacks there now, but it's Pasha to find the frag from all these unexpected positions. NaVi getting caught off guard, and that's really all that's really going for Virtus.pro so far. So 3-on-3, and NaVi trying to work out what the best way to go is at the moment. Oh no, that's a nasty draw to lose there at CT.
It was such a quick scope from Guardian to get that frag in front of Library, and he went and got a second one as well, and now Seized and Guardian They've got to choose. Is it going to be A? Is it going to be B? To be or not to be? And if they do go to B, they've got Neo waiting for them. And he will demolish them as well. 11-3 Virtus.pro. There we go. Last round of the half now. And NaVi's finances are honestly terrible right here. DDK, what can they do?
I don't know, man. It's pretty rough for them, to be honest, and I don't think they know either at this point. Obviously, they don't have any money to buy, so they've just got armor, Tech 9s, Deagles, and some nades. Shock and Aura is often quite effective in spots like this. Just try to get into the faces very quickly. The run and gun is so effective with these kinds of weapons that's what they need to do. If they can get up mid, they can run effectively through smokes as the riflers have to fall back and hopefully pick up kills along the way. But it's going to be really risky play, low percentage play, no matter what. They need a miracle.
So, are they going to try and isolate Pasha on Arch, knowing he's the AWPer and the pistols up close could prove to be effective? Or are they going to go to quad? Or are they going to fake A and head all the way down to Banana? And by the looks of things, they are going all the way to Nana. Bomb being picked up now. 50 seconds on the clock. This is what Virtus.pro have done. Neo's given them control of top Banana. They still have smokes here, NaVi, so they could still execute, but I think we might see Edward push in and make noise first on the A-bomb site to perhaps try and prevent a rotation come in, but it's not going to matter. Neo knows they're coming now.
Neo ready to receive these attacking players, takes down Flamey by construction. However, Seas will open things up. Oh, second frag found by Seas. Excellent stuff from him now, as it's just 3 players left for Virtus on the rotate. They've got to clear out construction. Taz able to neutralize one. There comes the second one. Taz just swinging on by with that M4 and now has to move through Edward as well. He's got Guardian next to him to help him out as Taz tries to get himself through this choke point. Oh my goodness, how on earth did he manage to pull that one off? Jeez. Virtus.pro, they find a way, these guys. They find a way.
Great retake coming out from them. And Neo did his best to try and prevent them getting on the bomb site in the first place, but wow. Like I said, we expected Virtus.pro to be this strong on train and for NaVi to put up a quality fight on Inferno, but it seems like they've just completely... they're knackered from the overtime on train and they just haven't played their A-game here on Inferno. It's very unlike NaVi, this.
Yeah, and this semi-final right now just generally looks like really hard for NaVi. Of course, in this map it's hard, but even if they like somehow find a way to win this map, they're definitely the worst Cobble team going into the third map as well. VP are so good there, so this is a really rough semi for NaVi after losing that first map, and it's going to be a quick opening from Virtus.pro to really make their force felt early in the early stages of this round.
Oh, hello, Pasha waiting patiently at the bottom of Banana and will punish the NaVi players to add insult to injury. VP still going for knife frags, and now Edward, the pistol master back in CS 1.6, with it all to do. He is going to try and roll back the years with that headshot, but he's not going to get a second. 13-3, and Virtus.pro now, they've got the money. From this point, you expect them to make it 15-3.
Yeah, it's a really hard call for NaVi as well, because again, they're in this position where they just need to get rounds back. So, you know, there's some schools of thought that would just say, hey, we're so far behind, and to get back into the game is already such a low percentage chance to actually make that happen that we just need to go for it and give ourselves the best chance if we do manage to win this round. So they're going to go for the full buy with the 5.7s, the armor. They don't have any grenades. This is really tough. And it's going to be kicked off by Seas. He will inspire some hope into NaVi with that opening kill.
Yeah, that was a great start, and he will pick up the MAC-10 as well. But Pasha, they'll have heard his footstep, and Zeus has definitely spotted them, so he will lay down some bullets and fall back. The question at hand is, did Edward in apps hear any players on second mid? But it's not going to matter. Taz single-handedly opening up the Banana. The Banana has been peeled and straight towards the B bomb site. Virtus.pro head. People call them Virtus plow, and plow forward is exactly what they're doing.
Guardian will drop the bomber though, and that's going to buy key seconds for his teammates to rotate. But at 5 HP on Zeus, 8 on Guardian. Slacks with a MAC-10. It's the perfect weapon for the job. Just spraying it forward, but great shot there from Guardian, coming in from behind at the key, most pinnacle moment. And he will pick up the kill. And there it is. They win that round. And actually, Virtus.pro don't really have enough money to buy, but I would expect them to just go full buy here. Just spend all the money, because NaVi, they don't have a lot of nades to play with. This is a really good round for Virtus to win. If they win this one, there is literally no coming back, I don't think, for for NaVi.
Yeah, never, ever, ever rule out the power of these pistols in CSGO. It's not like CS 1.6 where it's either Deagle or nothing. No, we've got the good old Tech 9 now. We've got the P250 as well. Definitely provide all these players with various options, but towards Edwards, FAMAS they go. Zeus, however, is hiding just behind the pillar and pit to deal the damage. And unfortunately for Virtus.pro, they're going to get mowed down. Taz here, probably going to get a kill before he picks up the bomb.
Oh my goodness. Actually making a kill there, and he could even get the kill on Zeus as well. Zeus is going to play it super defensively, try to bait Flamey a bit, I would expect. But no, he's actually got the really good angles. He's going to abuse that. Very well done. But they do lose 3 players there, so you can see, just as Kyle said, how scary those Tech 9s always are. Doesn't matter what the situation is, they're always scary and can do a lot of damage. But it's going to be NaVi pulling through, and they're on 5 rounds now. They're starting to get some money going, but they can't. They need to make sure that they have a couple clean rounds here. This has to be. They got to survive with everyone here because they sustained a lot of losses there. We can see they got an MP7 on Edwards and a very significant lack of grenades still. So lots of work to be done for NaVi.
Yeah, fortunately for Virtus.pro, because they had such a strong first half, they're not going to mind if they do end up giving NaVi 6 or 7 rounds, and yet that team dink coming out from Flamey onto Seized. But the vast majority of the Virtus.pro players are actually on the opposite bomb site. Smoke's going out in mid. They're going to run into the NaVi leader in Zeus. Out comes his pistol. And wow, mowed down up against the eco. But let's be honest, the T's didn't even have armor. Were we expecting otherwise?
That's actually kind of nice, like running spray control there from Zeus. That's kind of cool to see actually. But 6-13, they're still attempting to climb the mountain. That is this comeback against Virtus.pro. And Virtus.pro throwing in their buy round now. I mean, this is going to be interesting to see what Virtus go with. They can still get pretty aggressive and take pretty big risks because they have such a buffer of rounds to work with. And even if they just inflict a lot of damage and get a bomb down, that's still such a good situation because they can just constantly get the pressure up.
We're seeing here a very similar style to what Neo and Bayali employed on the B bomb site. Putting the smokes down, heading down all the way to the bottom of Banana, cutting it off as a venture point for Virtus.pro or for the T side rather, to head towards the B bomb site, allowing them to focus more on the A attack and as well allowing them to pinpoint the positions of these terrorists.
And Flamey is going to make his way down Banana slowly, so they have 2 players there still, despite there being 2 smokes down. And this could actually work out for NaVi on their aggression. For Virtus.pro on their aggression, as they are making their way up. But Flamey picks up the player towards the bottom of Banana. And Virtus.pro, I think they were thinking about that double back potentially, but now that option has been removed by NaVi's excellent defensive play, as Edwards going to be challenged now as well by Quadroof. That jumping spray is not going to work out this time for him. Taz coming into play, moving down Quad with his team, and it's a 3-on-3 in favor for Virtus.pro, because right now NaVi have to scramble to get themselves back onto that site.
And scramble they will attempt to do. Flamey is coming from behind to try and prevent the plant going down. He's gotten one, so close to the second, but the pistol does have to come out. Headshot comes in. Flamey so close, but not close enough to the clutch. 14-6. Hat-trick from Taz. And Virtus.pro edge one step closer to winning this best of 3.
Just 2 more rounds for them, and they've done it. But NaVi still have enough money in the bank to get an AWP onto Guardian. Now, are we going to see a crazy apartments push from Guardian? What is he going to be doing? He's got, I think, quite a good spawn, at least for middle. He's going to look for the pick. Oh, gets the shot onto Bialy. Great stuff there, once again, from Guardian. None other than, and NaVi settling to a very default setup after that early pick. And they don't need to do anything complicated now. Although, again, it's still, they still might need to try to play a little bit aggressively with some team play, because, again, they don't have any potential to delay now. They have 1 smoke left, and there's 1 minute 12 on the clock.
Yeah, that's what they need to see from Guardian. They need to get that big sniper rifle in his hands and get him working with it, because he can be so effective with it, not just himself, but towards the entire game as well, when he does have it in his hands, getting openers like that. But Virtus.pro, is it going to be A? Is it going to be B? It looks like they're going to be heading towards the B bomb site with the bomb crawling back down mid.
oh, they're going to go for the double back, but they couldn't quite sell the fake there as Snacks just jumped into pit, immediately taken down, so that's not really going to work out. I think NaVi have actually figured this out. They've got 2 players still on the B side anyway, so they're looking quite good for the defense. Now just Flamey looking over the top of the coils to see if he can get it done. Now here's the stepping. They're playing the delay now to get the teammates onto the bomb site. We've got Guardy just scanning with that orb, long range. We'll pick up the frag, and Flamey does it with that last couple kills as they come into the bomb site, and yeah, looking not too bad for NaVi now.
That was really unfortunate. It was similar to a situation you mentioned on train where what happened was the Molotov went down at the top of Banana, so the guys who were essentially at the top of Banana couldn't run through the Molotov, so Snacks sacrificed himself sort of as the fake when he fell into pit. But what you said on train was both sets of players need to be synchronized, and unfortunately that wasn't, and that led to NaVi reading Virtus.pro.
And there's that apartments push. That's so gorgeous to see. He didn't connect though, but he would have first spotted a player or two, I think. The Guardian. So now we can see that the play for Virtus.pro is all about just getting those close ranges and just trying to barrel down through the smokes, through the grenades, just cut away those defenses and just be very quick about it. But NaVi are already kind of preempting this movement because they know that they're on the Tech 9s. They're actually deep on Banana, allowing a fast flank. So good options for NaVi, even if Virtus.pro were to get some openings.
Neo at T-steps, whilst the rest of the VP players, they could be chatting right now. They've taken second mid control. They're just trying to see if any of these NaVi players are going to go a little bit too aggressive, try to headshot them with one of these P250s, and well, Guardian's going to shut Pasha down. He's not going to let him get anywhere near the A bomb site, and as a result, Virtus.pro now heading towards B, but Flamey and Co waiting in preparation, and NaVi, there we go. Round number 8 for them.
Yeah, honestly, that was so key of Guardian to actually go for that aggressive peak, because I think he spotted like a couple players going second mid there, and I think he may have even seen, although at least they would have presumed what kind of setup they would be playing with, just the Tech 9 armors. So that gave them all the information. Now, having that deep Banana presence as well, they just played it super safe. So really big respect towards NaVi, knowing what must be done and executing very efficiently. And now we have a full save from Virtus.pro. They want to get a really strong buy together for the next round. Yeah,
and these pistols are at their best when you're running gunning, not when you're splitting up like that, especially when you end up facing one of the best AWP players in the world. But Virtus.pro here, they're just going to aim to try and plant the bomb. That's their main aim here. They'll probably lose the round, but it'll give them a nice financial bonus. And wow, Pasha going in, crouched down. See you later, Flamey. That should allow him to pick up a weapon, and as a result of that, Zeus has gone aggressive himself. He needs to return these frags, but Pasha kills him too.
This is getting a little bit strange now. Edward's actually going to have to deal with the guy in balcony. He's going to be spotted though, and then he will fall back, but the bomb is making its way up towards middle. That's an M4 in the hands of Pasha. Oh my goodness, how on earth did he pick up that kill? Guardian going down, and things looking really scary. Edward will return some amount of sanity to this round with the double kill. Pasha has been eliminated. Only a triple kill for him, but Neo's picked up an AWP. Now we all know how strong Neo is with this, and he is waiting very patiently. 15 seconds left to get the bomb down. There won't be time for that, but maybe he can get the kill, and he will. All Edward has to do now is hide. 10 seconds. Does he have the time to do this? Neo can actually get in a few shots. He's really low with the pistol. Will he make it happen? No, he can't make it happen. That was so close. Pasha with a crazy triple kill with the M4 there. You never expect to see it go like that. You never expect that duel could turn into, like you losing one little duel in Banana when your team still has everyone alive, could turn into a round-winning situation for the opponents.
Edward just about barely surviving as well. 9 HP, and Virtus.pro at the moment must honestly be dreading the luck they've had so far, but I guess you can argue you make your own luck in this game. All 5 players now heading towards second mid, which suggests they might be looking to infiltrate this A bomb site, to breach this A bomb site. But Edward has been boosted up on top of the quad roof. They've got to be careful. Here he is. They're lining up for him. He pulls the trigger. He's got him too. Looking for the third. It's not going to happen. Bayali returns it. Taz as well. And this A bomb site, well, all the VP players have rotated round now. It's going to be difficult. All the NaVi players have rotated round. It's going to be difficult for VP.
All the damage has been done though, it was seen by Edward. Flame is quite weak though, but so is Bialy. Goes for 1-on-1, seized. Got to be really careful here. Oh, Biardi goes for the turn and the peek, but it's not going to happen. Seized picks up the frag. And NaVi, they're only 4 rounds away. What a huge comeback they've had so far. They did the job to secure their money. It was really hard fought. We can see there's lots of rounds which they managed to survive with quite a few players, but they've had a lot of really close ones coming down to the wire as well. But they are still in it right now. Virtus.pro still need 2 more, and they're back on the eco again.
Well, I said I was really surprised with how NaVi started this game on Inferno, because they are a very strong Inferno side. But now this is starting to look a lot more like them. But as well, Virtus.pro, they're feeling the wrath of the ecosystem right now. Taz has invested in armor, but that nade will blow up Pasha. Kobe there. And Taz and Snacks now in this 4 versus 2. And it wouldn't surprise me. Yep, there we go. Snacks has gone down. It wouldn't surprise me if Taz just saves here, because he's invested slightly heavily into this round. He's got a few nades. He's got armor as well. And he's going to get a frag. Not too shabby, but he does hit the ground. So 14-11. Virtus.pro should have enough money to buy. There we go. Are we going to see an AWP from Pasha to try and open things? No, they're sticking with this all-rifle setup.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the full money bonus, so it's 3,400 every round until that gets broken, until they actually win one. And it's going to be all the Molotovs as well. We know just how proficient and how innovative Virtus.pro tend to be with their Molotov usage. So all up second mid at the moment, potentially looking at a fast play into mid. We'll have to see if Zeus and Guardian can hold on here, because in come the grenades. Now, they do look for that control, but they don't have to push it any further. There's lots of time left in the round. Guardian will make a quick peek. He won't get much from it, and he's forced back. Snacks trying to capitalize on the reposition. Straight out of the balcony, looking for a quick kill. But it's Zeus to find the frag onto Taz, as madness ensues as they just push out a quad very quickly now. Guardian's at the back of the site. There's flames everywhere. What is going on right now? It's only Pasha left, and he's going to go down. Really, really crazy round. Absolute madness there.
Well, it all kicked off, and NaVi used their pause in the first half, and it's time for Virtus.pro now to have a chat.
Yep.
What do you think they're going to be talking about?
Well, I mean, right there, they went for a really, really fast play to just see if the mix-up of pace could actually basically catch NaVi off guard. It's really simple. We actually saw NaVi have some success with that exact kind of play on their T half. But now they need to understand, okay, guys, what was working, what doesn't work, where are the weaknesses. I mean, actually, Richard Lewis was talking about that earlier. He was talking about if they, sometimes if they can highlight there is a potential weakness with a player on a certain position, then that's something that they can exploit. So they just need to take in all the information, all the players put, input into the comms, and they'll see what they can get together here. And they got Cube in there as well to study them, to calm them, to give them some ideas. So honestly, it's we haven't seen a huge amount of play going into the B-bomb site from them. They haven't taken a lot of banana control against NaVi. We've actually seen that Flamey has been doing a really good job there. He's not really been pushed out of that position very often, so could be an edge for them to actually look towards. There is, but then again, there could be also the case that maybe there was something that was working well, but they just didn't hit the shots, or maybe Guardian went crazy. Maybe they want to try that again. This is a time for them to review, and then they have to choose. And they only get like one choice here before things get really bad.
Well, let's see what choice they've made. 4 AK-47s, 1 Gilil for Neo. Decoy grenade going out to make a little bit of noise. And Guardian, he's all eyes on mid here. All eyes now on second mid. He got flashed, took the shot, but unfortunately it's not hit anyone.
So again, we see that NaVi very good on that banana control, and oh wow, Guardian, he's looking for some very sneaky kills. Oh, we can see that. Oh, I don't believe it's so fine, that angle. A sliver, just a pixel that Guardian finds, and they're looking for that fast trade. They know that he's falling back because he's so far out there, and that's going to be some quick position that they've gained, but for the cost of a life. And Guardian, he gets caught out. Biardi with a fast frag, and now the round speeds up massively as Virtus.pro pile into the A bomb site, looking for that plant, but there's 2 players in pit for NaVi.
The question is, do Virtus.pro know this? Have Virtus.pro realized? Haven't any of them cleared out pit? Well, that player in Graveyard will have most certainly spotted it now. Flamey rotating through mid. Edward boosts himself, and this round could get hot and spicy here. It's all kicking off on the A-bomb site. Zeus making his way in. Looking left, looking right, trying to find where the bomb is, and surely someone's going to defuse now, but it's the plant positioning is near to perfect for Virtus.pro. 2 players on quad. I'm sorry, but Edward's not going to be able to defuse it. Headshot from Pasha.
But the really amazing thing there is, I don't know what Virtus.pro necessarily had planned, but the fact that Guardian made that pick meant that they had to respond. They can't let a guy die and not get something for it. So they knew that he was pushed far forward. If they could just chase him down, they could maybe kill him or get some position. They got the position, then Guardian overstepped, they got the kill, and they planted in a way where they didn't go for the pick control. They actually left it open for a quad defense and had the guy in Graveyard to spot and stop the guys from pick coming out. So amazing. And now we're going to see more amazing action. Guardian, he is keeping NaVi in this single-handedly in some of these rounds.
Well, you think historically, how many games has Guardian stepped up just to keep NaVi in games when the rest of the guys haven't exactly been hitting their shots? But it's safe to say this second half has been significantly better than the first. So come on, NaVi. It's match point. You've got 3 more rounds to play for. Let's see what you can do. They're playing B a lot more passively now, no longer pushing down. So Virtus.pro could go and take upper banana control and use smokes towards CT and coils to perhaps infiltrate it. And that could be what they're looking to do, because they tried to peek A, they didn't spot anyone. So now they've got to literally, quite literally, go to plan B.
Yeah, and actually it could work out for them, because Cease is actually only on a FAMAS, and it can be quite difficult to actually get the spray downs going for yourself with that FAMAS. And Flamey as well is also on a FAMAS, and they don't have any grenades left. So this could very well be the right choice for Virtus.pro. But Guardian's repositioned now. They need to smoke this off. And if he gets a peek whilst they've got nades in their hands, or they're pushing the angles on the smoke, this could get really dangerous right now. Guardian could just stop this, and he's going to peek out, gets the frag. He got out of there as well. He didn't get taken out. He's down to 6 HP. He is getting away with murder here, and they're trying to get themselves back in. What a spray down there. Snacks and Biali coming out. Massive frag onto Guardian over the top of coils, and it's all to do now for NaVi.
This is it. 5 seconds on the clock. Amongst the fishes, the bomb has been planted, and Zeus, such an experienced man, the in-game leader for NaVi, alongside Edward, to try and save the day for NaVi. Is it going to be 15-13, or are we going to call GG? Biali wants to put an end to the game right now, but Zeus comes in, 2 kills from him to just about salvage the bomb site, and he's going to have more than enough time to defuse that bomb. 15-13, and NaVi somehow fight on.
Yeah, I don't believe it. That was crazy back and forth. But again, it's just Guardian finding these ridiculous opportunities. How does he live there? Like, he peeks in so deep.
Yeah.
I mean, he was all the way past that smoke, the widest angle, and he doesn't die on that peak. That's so crazy to me. And now Virtus.pro in like a weird position where they have to eco again. At least they got the bomb down. So the falling round, they'll have a decent buy for themselves. But NaVi, they're just finding just every inch here. It's crazy. And the thing is that Virtus.pro could still actually, this is like a potentially winnable round for them as well, because there's not many nades for NaVi to play with, and you already made the point on how powerful some of these pistols are.
Let's see whether they can utilize how powerful they are. They've got Guardian, finally without his AWP, only with a FAMAS now on Arch, as the smokes rain down towards this A-bomb site. Who are they going to be looking to isolate? The man they're looking to isolate is going to be Guardian and catch him out, but I'll tell you what, that's a big mistake coming in from him. In fact, it was Zeus who came in as the reinforcement, and now Pasha, or Snacks rather, all by himself to try and maybe even see if he can pick up a weapon, but 4 versus 1, I don't think so.
Yeah, just trying to be sneaky, get some extra kills, and he's going to do just that. Oh, wow, that's a nice tag. He won't be able to finish it off, really, but some good extra damage done by Snacks. Now, that flash that I think it was from Zeus, actually, for Guardian. He threw it from the site over the top towards Arch, just as they pushed in, basically saved Guardian, because Guardian 3 players facing him at once, and they were then all completely blinded, and it was an easy spray down from there. So you know, this is the kind of team play. Like, sometimes it's hard to notice it, but it makes an untold difference, honestly.
15-14. Was it 12-3 at halftime? It was 12-3, wasn't it? Who would have thought that NaVi would have been able to fight their way back into this? Unbelievable. But I can't say anything other than welcome to Counter-Strike. This is exactly why we all love and admire CS. Pasha, headshot onto C's, and now it's Flamey. Last line of defense here on B, and we can see one of the NaVi players rotating round now. The defense has been spread. Only 2 players on this A bomb site for NaVi, but look at how aggressive Edward has gone in apps.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot of info for his team there. Lots of really good intel for them to work out what's going on with the movement of Virtus.pro in this one. Now, with that trade early on and the banana control that they're still holding on to, Virtus.pro can still scrap together quite a nice play, and they're going to force Edward out of this bedroom position. So that Molotov there then tells them where Edward is playing from, and they know that there's likely 2 players on the B site. So now they actually have a good idea. They can paint a picture in their minds of who is playing from where, and that's incredibly key. Now, it looks like they are moving towards Banana. Oh, and Flamey's going to take down Pasha. So now Virtus.pro's options get worse and worse, but Flamey's still peeking out there, and it's going to be the trade coming in from Zeus on the other side of the map, but still Virtus.pro do have a chance if they can take down Guardian quickly.
They have a chance. Are they going to use it? Smoked off CT spawn. Nade goes in, and both these poles are incredibly low on damage. 20 seconds. Bomb has been dropped. And now, unless Taz can do this 1 versus 3 and plant the bomb with 10 seconds to go, he's going to be in a very, very tough situation. And he gets blown up.
Overtime once again, crazy series that we're getting a second overtime on the second map as well. And they were down 12-3, looking down and out for the count. But some of these rounds were just completely ridiculous. I don't even know where to start. Where do you start, Kainai?
I don't know. What a fantastic comeback. I mean, I'll hold my hands up and admit, you know, I gave NaVi stick. I said we were expecting you to be solid on this map. And they proved me wrong, to say the least. What a CT half, and credit where it's due to the master that is Guardian, the X-Reason player from Source. He's found his form at the moment, and you know, with Kenny S's form currently dipping off, it makes you wonder whether this guy really is now one of the best AWP players in the world. He probably is the best AWP player in the world, to be honest.
To me, I've definitely felt that way for a while. I just love his style of AWPing, just his decision making going into it. But we're gonna see MR3 10k, so the action is just not going to stop right now because there will be no pistols unless we see very heavy AWP buys. But again, Guardian, he's going to conserve a little bit, no kit, just a couple nades, so not going for the full buy because he's got the expensive AWP.
Last time round, overtime went to Virtus.pro. Of course, the Katowice 2014 champions. Are they going to be able to win the overtime again? I think they know where Zeus was based off of where they could hear those bullets, but it is going to be Taz. Headshot onto Edward, such a crucial player, such an experienced player for NaVi. And are they going to put all their eggs in one basket towards B here? Yes, they are. Pasha, AK-47 frag onto Guardian, and the NaVi defense is split. They can't even rotate in. And you know what, DDK? They're falling back to B. Money is so tight here in this MR6 format. They're going to say, look, you're going to have this round, Virtus.pro. And it's such a shame that Virtus.pro just couldn't win a round like this when they had 15 rounds in normal time.
I mean, the thing is that, I mean, even if Guardian had actually hit that shot, they're moving so fast, there's just no way he gets time to even fire a second one. So that round is just pretty amazing. Just the entry from Virtus.pro is so clean. And yeah, as you say, it's something that they couldn't find in regular time. And the momentum was very much broken up for them because they had to keep ecoing, and they couldn't find a consistency to any of the rounds. But this time they're going to kick things off well with that first T round. And considering how hard it was actually coming to them initially, that must feel really good, to be honest.
One step closer to victory for Virtus.pro, but you can't rule NaVi out just yet. 5 M4s.
Yeah, no AWP. That's kind of the key thing here. No AWP on Guardian. That saved them in so many rounds. Just like these kind of ridiculous kinds of kills that he was just somehow sneaking away with. But now that advantage is gone. But it's still NaVi, and they're up against a really strong push up Banana. They're going to lose that straight away. Flamey wants to do some damage on the way back. He gets flashed over, actually. I think that flash came over from Arch side, so that's pretty nuts there from NaVi. But these fancy moves, will they pay off? It's Zeus now. He's got to delay. He has to delay.
Out goes the flash, and we're going to have a few blind Virtus.pro players, and as a result of that, they're stampeding straight back down towards the bomb of Banana. And you know what? They're going to run into the crosshair of Edward. He spotted this. He's calling this. 1 minute to go, and NaVi, they're over-rotating straight towards the A-bomb site here. They've got their heart set on this being an A-take. And you know what? By the looks of things, it very well could be.
Yeah, slowing down a little bit. Virtus, they have loads of time, but oh, good spot out there from Guardian. Bit of a risk there, but he had a teammate to trade if it went bad. And that's going to give them the edge now in this situation. As Taz is going to spot it, just, oh, doesn't go down there. But that was very close. He's so weak, 5 HP. Now trying to get into position on the balcony. So good position. Will Guardian go up there from Boiler? Looks like he will just stay put there and play for the trays with his teammate up quad as NaVi work their way in onto the bomb site. And there's a quick frag onto Neo. Where on earth is Taz? He's actually coming back down through Boiler. This is very sneaky indeed from Taz. Oh, he doesn't quite get the kill. Blows his cover. And it's going to be the round for NaVi. So one right back. And that's really important because they would be on eco otherwise.
That was really
well, not eco, I mean, but they would have no money.
That was really well played from NaVi. I mean, they put two players on Arch rather than leaving someone deep near pit or slap bang on the site. Because just in case it had been a B, those two players would have been able to rotate fast, and they essentially played on the retake. They let Virtus.pro in. They said, look, plant the bomb, but we're going to wait for our teammate to rotate back towards A from B and retake the bomb site together, which they did with ease. And now 16 all. Is it going to be a Virtus.pro round for the end of this overtime first half, or is it going to the team from CIS?
Well, it's a standard setup from NaVi here, just keeping it simple. They are finding lots of success with that banana push, but it is just, oh my goodness, they're all lining up in front of NaVi there. I don't even... This was just a complete blowout this round. Virtus.pro, just with Neo now, 7 HP, sitting in the smoke. You can't really favour him in this spot. And he's gonna be able to take down one, but that's it. So it's gonna be 17 to 16. NaVi with 2 CT rounds and Virtus.pro with that one very quick one. I think they tried the same thing there basically, but they got wrecked.
They got wrecked, yeah. There we go. Guardian statistics. What a player. And like you said earlier on, just his antics alone have kept NaVi still in this game. The same way Pasha played phenomenally in normal time. And when he played phenomenally, he was on the CT side. So let's see whether he can replicate it. We've got 3 Virtus.pro plays. Oh no! Snax accidentally naded his teammate there. And now Snax and Neo, they've taken a bit of damage.
Yeah, and they actually have Pasha towards the B-bomb side as well with that M4 of his. He's got full nade still, so I think that grenade kind of messed their flow up a little bit for that play. But NaVi looking to take control banana, a little bit delayed. And there is no grenades down there as well, so it's really for the taking, absolutely so.
I'm not sure I like this from Virtus.pro, because they've allowed the NaVi players to creep up to the top of banana. Now that they've got that top of banana control, they could easily lay down the smokes and try and isolate these 2 CTs on the bomb site. But bomb's still at T steps, and this honestly looks like good old-fashioned Zeus, taking their time, trying to sniff out the opposition, and then later on, with around 20-25 seconds to go, then they decide where to execute, thick and fast.
Well, they're going to smoke off Arch there and slowly make their way in, relying on Guardian to make this picky spot. It's a pixel. Oh, and he gets it. It's even a headshot there, the penetration kill onto Bialy. And now Pasha's looking to try to flank through the smoke, but he's going to get found out by Seized. They know all the tricks to these NaVi guys, as Taz is going to have to do something huge, but he gets nothing. And this looked like exactly how Virtus.pro won that fast T round of theirs.
It's all crumbling down for Virtus.pro. They had a 12-3 lead going into the second half. And NaVi, well, they've huffed and puffed, and they're so close to blowing away the Poles all the way back to Poland. This is the semi-final. Virtus.pro lose, they're out. If NaVi win this, we'll be going to the third map, which will be Cobblestone. And NaVi here just looking to try and hunt down these final few CTs. One down, one more to go. They know exactly where he is.
Oh god, that's painful there for Snax. No survival there, and well, it's going to be the last round of this one, and it's got to be pretty tough here for Virtus.pro in this position. NaVi definitely finding some good answers. I mean, that was a really standard round from them as well, and the only thing that was really missing was Virtus.pro's initial pressure on banana kind of, I think, messed up because of the grenades, and they were like, oh, let's just back out of this now. This is better. We're going to see the nades down. Guardian's going to move through now, finding his confidence, looking for the shot, misses the flick, and this could be massive right now. He's very, very exposed, but they do fall back, and they're not going to get a finishing nade or series of bullets to take down Guardian, so he's going to escape with his life, but only 14 HP left on him.
Yeah, that will work so much in Virtus.pro's favour to take down a player of Guardian's quality who's been so significant so far this game. He's peeking the corner here towards CT spawn on the B bomb site where Snax is hiding. And all it's going to take is just one bullet from Snax if he does go for the peek. And there it is. There's the first kill. NaVi now will know exactly where Snax is. No CT spawn smoke coming. Neo on the bomb site holding himself. And Virtus.pro, they win this round. They win the next round. We go into a second overtime.
There it is, so C's trying to make some work. Snax is very weak though, and he's going for the spray, but again, you've got to praise that excellent defensive work there from Virtus.pro. Really nice flash for the teammate there. The counter flashes from Virtus.pro, they're always so good on that. That's one of the reasons why they have some of the best just straight up rifle setups in the game, and why they're so good at Mirage is because they flash for each other so damn well. You just see it again and again. And well, they're going to keep their chances alive. NaVi just need that one round still to win this map. And Virtus.pro need one more to just get to the next overtime.
And again, the flashing in for each other, it's all down to team synergy, team chemistry. And we think about the core of this lineup. Taz, Pasha and Neo, they've been together playing CS, not just CSGO, but CS 1.6 for years. Ever since they were back in the Golden Five with Cuban and Lord. Cuban, of course, their current manager, the man who stood behind them right now. But there we go, nade going down mid. NaVi, no sign of them just yet. They're just waiting for Virtus.pro to try and waste all these Molotovs and smokes. And I wonder when they're going to pounce.
Here it is before they were lining up, and it's going to be a spray down from Pasha. Only gets one. Very critically wounded is C's, but that's not good enough for Virtus.pro. It's going to put them in a bit of a predicament, as now they've taken over Library side, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can actually bully their way in, but so far it's not going their way. Excellent frags coming in here. Virtus.pro shutting them down, and they are going to force it to another overtime.
Holy moly. Well, I mean, what can you say? What can you say? Just beautiful Counter-Strike to watch, but we said how evenly matched these two teams were, and they're proven as right.
Pretty much.
Second overtime. It's 3 overtimes we've seen so far. One on Train, one here on Inferno, and the second one's just about to begin. And you know what? I just can't wait.
Yeah, this is kind of nuts, to be honest. And I mean, the thing is that the way that both teams are finding their T rounds is a little bit, there's no formula, there's no like direct formula. It's like, oh, if we do this kind of like gives us a good chance to win. I mean, most of it comes from the mid takes, and then they kind of improvise off of that. Basically what happens, they make the fast calls. So a lot of it's coming down to the to basically to Zeus and Taz on just making really good calls, just impromptu on these rounds. And we'll have to see if something will change, if something will give. But so far I think NaVi are actually looking a little bit better.
Oh, we go in to Cobblestone. Let's wait and see. It's just like we saw in normal time. Neo smoking bottom of Banana, trying to take control with it along with Snatch or Bayali. However, he's been hurt, and now he's been incredibly hurt. He's dead. Down he falls. And Pasha has to leave Arch open and rotate now.
And here we go, we've got Snacks close now. This is a really strong position, and if Pasha is able to flash for him, then that's going to be even stronger still as that smoke goes away. They're both actually going to fall back, in fact, not give up any kills in that area. But Taz is lurking close in middle. Oh my goodness, spots just a pixel. They're able to take down Edward through the smoke, and it will fall back safely as well. So they've evened up the numbers, but still NaVi can find a very favorable engagement, numbers-wise at least, into that B bomb site, and that's what they're going to do. Here comes the execute.
Question is Snat's going to take them on head first? He has Pasha to his left, who can be the first initial point of contact, and yes, that's going to work very well. Great crossfire, or have I spoken too soon? The Russian in C's comes in, 2 AK kills from him with his very own Kalashnikov, and Taz and Bayali now to try and retake, both coming from CT spawn. And Bayali has a Molotov. We know what happened the last time one of these Virtus.pro rotators had a molly. It went in their favor, but not this time. Ace from Seized. Phenomenal play. And well, he must have said to Guardian there, you know what? You stepped it up the entire game. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, that was really sick there from Seized. 19 to 18, they're going to kick this off well. And I do like the kind of banana plays coming in from NaVi. It's actually seemed to be working out kind of well, generally speaking, especially if C's goes huge like that. But now we've got the orb from Pasha. This is a great angle to play with. Just going to be sneaking in and seeing if he can get a cheeky frag on one of these players who is lurking towards that bench angle if they were to try to go for an aggression here. You can also fall back to a really nice angle on the boiler position, and if you've got an AWP on that spot, the guy that tries to get the pick on the T side onto boiler is just screwed. So It's going to be an interesting setup for Virtus to work with. NaVi are taking their time as ever, though.
Pasha can hear him. He'll know they're at second mid. And Edward, he's trying to break through apps, but he still has Bayali to try and deal with. And there is the death of Seeds, the man whose inclusion was so significant in the last round. He's been shut down by the one and only Pasha Biceps. And Virtus.pro now, they've got a man advantage.
And they are stepping forward. I think he actually missed the angle as one went past. And Bialy's going to have to hit the shots here, or else this is going to get kind of bad. There it is. Good start there from Bialy, but there's the trade from Flamey. Zeus has to get the entry. He will do just that. 3-on-3 now. Pasha in a very interesting position as the smokes come in. He's actually going to go forwards now. Really big, risky play coming in from Pasha. He's got the angle towards Pit. This is so important for him to stop that. Any players from actually getting into that position. And they're not going to even go for it right now. There's really one in there. And oh, wow, NaVi decimating Virtus.pro. Completely shut down. NaVi coming out with another round. They are finding a lot of success now on their T sides.
What worries me for Virtus.pro is their money. Not just their money, but as well, they're meant to be on the slightly more favoured, not even slightly more favoured, the more favoured CT side here. And they've lost all these rounds, so going into the second round of this second overtime, they're going to be going onto the T side. Are they going to be able to accumulate as many rounds as NaVi have done? I mean, you'd still expect them to lose this round even. They've only got pistols up against these AKs, for God's sake.
Yeah, pretty brutal situation if you lose those one of those first two rounds. If you don't win one of them, then you're just in this situation, which is pretty horrible, to be honest, as we can see for Virtus.pro. But they have composure, they've got class, they've got experience. They just have to hit the shots, though. That's the key factor in it. They want to get a bit aggressive and stick to these close ranges, and NaVi can use their grenades to systematically just remove them from these spots or just eliminate them. And you can see them going for that, actually, just like weird impromptu boost there from Flamey and Zeus. But I think Patch is ready to splash Bialy in, and here it comes. There's the pop flash for Bialy, peeking out. Oh, it's perfect. He's going to get 2 quick kills. That's massive there by Bialy and Pasha. The team play is magnificent, and it's going to give them a chance into this one. Guardian's even down to 7 HP. This is doable all of a sudden.
It definitely is. Seized is going to lead the charge now. Checking Pit, checking the left of the pillar, and soon Bialy should walk into his crosshair, spots him, but can't get the kill even after pulling the trigger, trying to hunt him down, and Taz comes in from apps. Great crossfire. Bialy looking for the fourth, won't be able to get it, but Virtus.pro,
how do they do it?
They win their rounds when they're on pistols, but can't do it when they've got proper weapons.
It's so funny as well because NaVi were being so careful about all of that, but sometimes it's as simple as a pop flash into the peak. And the thing is that a lot of teams try not to do those kinds of plays necessarily against NaVi because you don't like NaVi's timings are so weird compared to everyone else. Their timings are super weird. You don't really see Virtus.pro doing that on their CT rounds, but that's actually a really common way to get really good frags on the CT side. But yeah, NaVi now in trouble on this second half. Big push coming in from Virtus.pro. So far so good though. Sees delivering for his team as he go into a 3-on-3. Guardian, he's really fast up. We saw him push through the smoke this time, last time, and this time he's going to go straight through construction, get an angle, and wait for his teammates to come and help him out.
Unfortunately though, the angle is useless. They've smoked him off and the bomb will get planted. Guardian with his left ear can hear it beeping. He's hungry to defuse it, but I don't think Virtus.pro are going to let him in, or are they? Let's wait and see. They've got Edward coming from CT.
Yeah, they're just going to wait for these smokes, and that's going to leave him very little time to actually go for the defuse in. Oh, Zeus is going to actually find himself with a frag as that smoke dissipates, going in towards poolside by the grill now. Guardian with everything to do, and he can't put it off. Taz delivers, and it's going to be a round for Virtus.pro. Amazing. Amazing stuff there. This is so close. What is going on, Kyanite?
I wish I could tell you. I really do, but we're so fortunate to be able to cast this game as well. Both Taz and Pasha enjoying themselves, both with Taz on 37 frags, Pasha on 38. What a phenomenal game we've seen so far. NaVi laying down hellfire at the bottom of Banana, but Seized, I think he has a surprise for Neo, and there's a kill.
And they're actually moving up apartments at the moment, so looking to actually go for the drop into pit. Very awesome stuff. We haven't seen that much from them at the moment, but they're going to go through right now as Edward is trying to spray onto them, but he can't get it done. And now Virtus.pro in position towards that A bomb site. They still need to get the bomb planted. And Guardian's at the back of the bomb site. Not sure if he's been spotted, but Pasha, he's going to execute Seized. Flamey, but there is Guardian now. He can potentially save this. That bomb's still not taking away. Oh, gets the dual potential, but Snacks will finish him off. And Virtus.pro find themselves another T round, and they're on match point now. NaVi must win this to stay in it, and now they are the ones with no cash to play with.
Well, NaVi, you know what? Your opponents have been in this situation before, and we all remember what happened the last time. The CTs found themselves on an eco. Virtus.pro won it. If NaVi can replicate what happened to Virtus.pro, then we're going into overtime number 3. If not, Virtus.pro are going to be heading into the GFINITY Spring Master Finals. Here we go. Snacks barbecue seized alive by Ali pushing in, but Flamey with the 5-7 headshot. Is Snacks going to be his next assassination? It's in fact going to be Taz. This is brilliant from Flamey.
It's starting to happen here, it's starting to happen. They're getting slowed down before they can get onto the bomb site. All these Molotovs not doing enough damage. They're still pushing in, they're trying to bully these CTs off the bomb site. Oh, these crossfires working magic here for NaVi, but still Virtus.pro fight onwards, but a 2-on-2 now as it calms down just for a moment. And Snacks is going to get spotted there by Guardian, by construction. There goes the bullets there, but the smoke will get planted down.
Yep, Guardian, he really needs to wait for Edward to come in. Snacks will know that Edward has that AK-47. And it worries me because Neo's only on 10 HP. And there's a frag. Snacks couldn't plant. And are we going to see a repeat of what we saw earlier on? Neo to clutch it. He knows where Edward is. But the problem is, it's almost like wherever he tries to plant, he's got a NaVi player shooting down at him.
He knows he has to try to get a quick kill here before he can get the bomb planted, and oh, he's not going to get the kill there onto Guardian. Oh, almost, but he can't see what's going on behind the smoke. And he's got 10 seconds left to play with, and wow, I do not believe my eyes. This is complete insanity here between NaVi and Virtus.pro. How do they do this? How do they hold on to that? That looked even more difficult than what Virtus.pro did when they were on the pistol armor.
I don't know, man, but Flamey on that B bomb site all by himself. There's no way he should have helped himself to 1 kill, let alone 2. And here we go, overtime number 3. And come on, DDK, who's going to win this overtime? Surely.
How can you say that to me, Kyle? What are you doing?
Oh.
What are you doing? I have no idea. This is impossible to call, but ladies and gents, we're in for overtime 3, and it seems to be that both teams are basically working out their T rounds a little bit better, and it's just taking them up to the overtime 3, but they're starting to get an idea of like, oh, this is how we win T rounds, because that was obviously the problem in regular time, where both teams can only pick up like three rounds on their CT, so on their T, sorry. So now it's starting to happen a little bit more easily, coming a little bit more naturally, but we're seeing chaos as well. Absolute madness. Everyone's losing their goddamn minds.
I think I've already lost my mind, to be honest. I have no idea what's going on right now. My heart is beating like crazy, and if I feel like this and I'm casting the game, what do the players feel like?
Yeah, it's going to be really intense, especially for NaVi, who basically face elimination. They need to get themselves to Cobble, and again, if they even do get to Cobble, it's still going to be really tough, but I'm really curious to see what's going to happen then. But we can't shift our discussion there just yet, because we don't even know if that's going to happen. VP somehow keeping themselves in. I actually thought that NaVi were going to lock it out. They had like a really good T half, and then we had the situation where it's like they won 2 in a row, and then of course there was the pistol armor situation for Virtus, and I was like, wow, it's done. NaVi got it. They're going to move to Cobblestone, going to get map number 3, but no.
Oh my god, man, what a game! What a game! I mean, Virtus.pro, they surprised me going towards the B bomb site as well. You know, they should have known that their opponents had those Mag 7s and the pistols, and maybe they should have. They had the smokes, they had the nades, maybe go towards the A bomb site, keep your distance, because that's what the AKs are good at. But no, they went towards B, and Flamey just assassinated them. It's as simple as that. Yeah.
Oh. It's really interesting because, again, I was saying before, when the reason Virtus.pro were able to win that pistol was because of the Pasha was pop flashing. I think it was Bialy.
Yeah, it was Bialy from Quad.
And that's usually a move that you see that's either very common towards Banana, or it's like where you play a bit more passively on Banana just to get that info. But hey, you know what? kind of, it's time to take that breather. It's time for a break. It's time for you guys to get an opportunity to use the restroom. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with the remainder of Overtime 3. Welcome back, ladies and gents. Of course, we have a crazy best of 3 on our hands for the second semi-final, NaVi and Virtus.pro. We're into the third overtime of Inferno. How's the little cast stream, Kyanite?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, relieved myself to say the least. Yeah.
Did they get in the hand lotion and the those mints that I really like? I've been requesting those all weekend.
No.
God damn it! Come on, guys. Where are my mints at? God damn. Well, either way, this matchup is proving quite crazy, and we're getting to the point where. Because when you're in a situation like this, both teams are like, okay, this works, that doesn't work, and then it just gets this crazy cycle of what the hell does work. We don't know anymore, so we just have to try to rely on intuition and experience, and that comes out. It's so important, and both of these teams are so experienced. You've mentioned it quite a few times already, that the history of these Virtus.pro guys, they're probably the most experienced players in CSGO.
True. I mean, what this is reminding me about, based on what you said, was...
Is it about the mints?
No.
Right.
Don't worry, I'll get the mints for you, don't worry. Yeah. But seriously, there was, obviously it was on news websites and stuff, there was a UK CS game that went to, I think, 7 rounds of overtime or something. I think it was Excel Esports versus Team Zenex. And one of the things that one of the team leaders told me is once they got into so many overtimes, I think it was MR10. Yeah, I think it was MR10 as well. One of the things he said to me was,
oh my God,
I ran out of ideas on what to call. He said I was just recycling everything, and surely that's what Virtus.pro NaVi are going to be going through, or at least Taz and Zeus.
It's the crazy thing as well, though, because we are actually seeing more T rounds start to be won a little bit more easily by both teams. Because again, if you're just tuning in, guys, because everyone's on social media like, oh my God, crazy overtimes. You're just tuning in. It was 12-3, 12-3. So neither team really able to pull together the T rounds in the regular time, and that was where the issues were found. Now we're starting to see that. We're starting to see more aggressive plays, much more chaos. Actually, I think, again, there is just much more chaos on some of these T rounds, and they're going down to the closest situations you could ask for. And we're back into the match here, guys. So welcome back to GFINITY Masters, Virtus.pro and NaVi. Already the aggression starting. Great flash, but the cost was the life as teased.
Man, chaos is an understatement, but Pasha team killing Taz, not what the doctor ordered for them right now. Fortunately, despite that team kill, they still are a man up. Smoke down towards CT spawn, bomb planted on B. Edward and Zeus to retake.
This is pretty nuts. Alright, don't know who friend or foe is at this point, but Edward has made his way through construction. Zeus is going to charge on through the smoke. Potentially, no, going to back away and just relax a little bit. They understand, hey, this is going to be pretty hard. Let's save these shiny weapons of ours and bring them into the next round. And again, nice push from Virtus.pro. It was very, very simple. They just ran up Banana, got a couple frags because NaVi were committing for those frags, and then they took the bomb site. You couldn't ask for a simpler round.
I agree. And sometimes that's what it takes, to surprise your opponents, and it definitely did surprise NaVi. And there's Neo, looking tired to say the least, but hey, if they win this game, they're still going to have a best-of-5 final to play. So great endurance is going to be needed by the players to play that final, let alone get out of this best-of-3. But here we go. It's map number 2. It's overtime number 3. The 4th overtime we've seen so far within this best-of-3 match between Virtus.pro and NaVi. Here live from the GFINITY Arena in London for the GFINITY CSGO Spring Masters 2.
You execute on A. It's about to pile in. Can Guardian get the frags here? All the smokes and all the flashes from Virtus. And all the fire as well.
Zeus and Flamey just running on the other side of the smoke. Guardian almost getting caught out by his fellow AWP opposition, but they both have rifles. See you later, Zeus. That's the in-game leader down. Taz getting that Kalashnikov kill. Double from Taz. He plays so well, does the Virtus.pro in-game leader on Inferno. 30 bombed twice last time here at GFINITY. And now Edwards, 1 versus 4. He's in pit. And he's not in pit anymore. He's been sent all the way back to CT spawn. 23-21.
And often this stuff it is so much of a, there's so many mind games going on with, this works, that works. And, we presume that they're going to start doing this strat because we've been having a hard time dealing with that, which, trying to predict what your opponent's going to do. But also, you've got to remember, this is just down to endurance as well at this point. Playing so many rounds on the same map against the same opponents, same positions, same scenarios over and over again. Are NaVi starting to break a little bit? Because Virtus just got 2 quick T rounds. Now there's there's no money on NaVi.
It's a stack from NaVi. And obviously they have to. The players who are left on the A bomb site, we've got number 7 and number 8. So we've got one M4 on 8 and Guardian with his 5.7. And Bayali comes in with his AK-47, and the question at hand now is, are they genuinely going to execute onto B here? Are they going to expect that there's going to be 2 CTs left standing? Are they going to expect that a rotation may have come in, because the CTs, in theory, will have had plenty of time to do that? So they are going to fall back out. They know they have the AKs here. They'll be more than aware that the buy coming from their opponents is going to be incredibly tight. That smoke will most likely not just fake the B bomb site, but keep the 2 CTs there. So VP should outnumber NaVi here on the A.
Yeah, they're actually bringing the play into NaVi, and that's the problem, because now all the rifles and nades are going to work in the favor of Virtus.pro. NaVi couldn't get ahead of these plays, and that is now why they're suffering so heavily. Jesse's left over, and this is really bad for NaVi. They have to pick up 3 consecutive rounds on T side. 3, and that's pretty unprecedented. That's 3 rounds on the T side was all they could get in regular time.
You're right, let alone in this overtime, which is only going to consist of 3 more rounds. But you know what? Look, they were 12-3 down going into the second half to bring us into overtime in the first place. If they can do that, I'm going to keep the faith that NaVi will be able to take us to at least a 4th overtime. Come on, NaVi, come on, Guardian. They need this man on point if they're going to take us to another overtime. Let's see what he's going to do.
Well, it's a passive hold this time from Virtus.pro on the banana area. They're not even going to delve in there. They're just holding it back. Oh, wow. Zeus coming straight in with a quick entry. It doesn't even care. No nonsense moves coming in, and that's going to be a quick bomb site take. But however, it's looking a little bit slower. The rotation's coming in, and Pasha's already in construction before the bomb has actually been planted. So this is looking strong for Virtus.pro. They could close it out right here, Kainai.
They could. The last time Pasha rotated this thick and fast, he won the round single-handedly for his team. Nade going out towards the corner. Pasha spots one, but Guardian with the AWP kill. Flamey nails Bayali in the head as well. And now Taz all alone with an M4 armor kit, P2000 and Molly. But that Molly is going to go to waste. Great B take from NaVi. And VP, they haven't closed it out just yet. And if Virtus.pro lose this one as well, then they're going to end up in the same situation NaVi were in at the end of the God damn it, we've had so many halves, I can't keep track anymore. Oh, but then again, we still saw Virtus.pro win one of their CT halves in the last overtime with only pistols, so God knows what's going to happen.
Well, we've got the potential AWP duels coming in, because Guardian's picked up an AWP. Pasha on middle with the AWP. Gonna be peeking. He's done this peek before, and at the moment, everything's been done at this point. Got Pasha just holding the angle. Now he's very, very cautious of him. Guardian's looking towards the left, and there it is, the peek from Taz, very brave, and he won't get much damage to Guardian, but Guardian, more importantly, won't get the frag onto Taz. So just a bit of a standoff here in middle as Virtus.pro hold on to it quite aggressively. So they're really putting a lot of resources in keeping NaVi away from middle, and it's only a minute left to play with. So they've got to be careful that they don't expend too many resources in that effort, because they don't have much left now, and the middle control goes to NaVi.
The awesome thing for Virtus.pro is that they've still got 1 smoke and 2 Molotovs to prevent any potential push coming in. But they have given NaVi control, and there we go, there's the Molotov. This is going to start to slow them down now, and that kill will most certainly slow down NaVi. Bayali with 1, Bayali with the double, and has the fat lady finally sung? Zeus and Edward say no! And the bomb has gone down, however. Pasha, last man on this A bomb site. Is he going to go for it, or is he going to let them plant and wait to play the retake? He should probably let them plant and wait for his teammates, wait for the reinforcements to come in.
This is looking really, really bad for NaVi right now, because Virtus.pro are moving in. Snacks can't get the spray to work for him, though. Seized gets the kill, trade in from Neo, and now it's all on Seized against Pasha and Neo in these closing moments, and Virtus.pro are going to pick up the round.